Welcome to the Two Boots Word Vault podcast. Here is round 3 of the Saints, Sinners, Scalawags, and Sidewinders poetry scrum at the Cottage Salon. It's featuring Thomas R. Smith, Dougie Padilla, and myself. We recorded this on April 26, 2026. Hope you enjoy the poetry.
Did it. But these are a couple of poems from the last year. This is called Gulp. This is called At a BP Station Outside the Town Where I Was Born. We are traveling deeper into how it really is. Approaching the counter with my sandwich for the rest of the way, I see the old citizen on his 2 canes, bantering with the checkout woman, herself no longer young. His every other word, it seems, a shit or fuck. Yet I can't help liking his wrecked, impish survivor's face. An able-bodied onlooker, concerned, volunteers to help tote his groceries, which mostly consist of a hefty bottle of booze. As he pegs past me, he says cheerfully, gesturing to the bare left foot showing under his pajama cuff, "Want to kiss that?" Only then do I notice the foot is missing all its toes. Only the dirty pink nubs whorled in its broad wedge. I ask past the shock, "Frozen?" He nods. "In my own house," he adds, "for an $89 thermostat." Thinking diabetes, I say, "Good luck," and watch him chat outside with a tall man in biker's leathers, stepping up into the cab of a semi-flatbed loaded with dry, heavy wheels of hay, ready to roll in this bright, dark country.
Yeah.
That's Chippewa Falls. And this is called Parade. Didn't old Baudelaire just nail it? Don't most poets sooner or later find themselves king or queen of a rainy country? Matthew Sweeney did. Linda Pastan did too. What keeps our words rolling on dark days like these? I think poets understand. We must meet the tyrant's military parade with a counter parade of wild images and brave sounds. Must meet the martinet's anal order with delicious disorder, and seed the clouds with granules of freedom to rust the tanks in their treads, put the howitzers out of their misery, so all may hear the soul's lovely moan through the trees. I want a footnote to that. King of a Rainy Country was something that Baudelaire called himself in one of his poems.
Yeah.
Irish poet Matthew Sweeney published a book called King of a Rainy Country, and Linda Pasta, an American poet, published a book called Queen of a Rainy Country.
Wow.
That's all from Baudelaire.
Wow. All right. The final 2 weeks. The spindly spruce looks so small on its side in the snow. For 2 weeks, lights, baubles, and beads adorned it for Christmas. That tree grew in the woods my father bought, then sold to his sons. In October, he shriveled in his bed for 2 weeks before he died. His children grandchildren, and great-grandchildren swarmed him with kisses, laughter, smiles, and tears. Now the frost on the spruce boughs reminds me of his whiskers and his cheeks, which I rubbed as the morticians rolled him away. There's another one, and this is from, I wrote this about 12 years ago. Who's to say the dead don't have fun? I'm singing harmony in a dream as Uncle Willie sings. Freedom just another word for nothing left to lose. Dad and Uncle Jim sing beside us in our circle. Then Uncle Willie turns away and turns back with his big grin, the one he had after a beer or two. And he lifts his finger and says to me, "Here's the lost verse to me and Bobby McGee." And he sings of horses and roping in Norman, Oklahoma. Suddenly, Uncle Charlie is outside of our circle. He holds his harmonica high and signals that he wants to join us and play his signature tune. Gonna take a sentimental journey. Uncle Charlie's 92, and tears come every time he plays his Hohner chromatic. His brothers are dead, and he's still alive. And I'm alive, and I'm smiling. And this is for Dougie's dog poem. Our old dog gets up slowly to exclaim his life by dribbling on all four of my truck tires. He must trust that my truck and I will carry his innermost message to others.
I think that should be a book title, what, Dribbling on Truck Tires.
That's what most poetry is.
So, as you can tell, if the three of us are together and it's a little later at night and we've had a few beers, how it can just spiral down. I guess I'm gonna read a couple and we'll have a break after that. This is called On Neurodiversity and Being Both an Artist and a Poet and Yet Living in This World. I'm both an artist and a poet. I've been an artist for 40 years. And I just started doing poetry 11 years ago after doing it when I was young. But I have all this other stuff going on. Like, tree bark I can feel with my tongue inside my body. Strange things, okay? Other side I can sometimes see, those kinds of things. It happens. I have ADHD really strong too. On neurodiversity and being both an artist and a poet and yet living in this world. Being both an artist and a poet, yet being neurodiverse, is like having a doorknob for your left hand and a boat sail for the right. It's like singing in Danish, yet composing in Tagalog. It's like having Hanshan in center field with Nevelson starting at quarterback. Like having Nuria write the screenplay with Lucille Ball dancing the lead and Marc Chagall directing. How wonderful.
You want to go ride bikes?
And then this is the title for my new book. This is my new book, I Dream of Fish. I dream of fish. I dream of fish, and fish dream of me. Fish dream of me. Yes, and right now I'm dreaming about fish again. I'm dreaming about their songs, about their words, their singing. Though their singing is not as clear as the singing of birds, the cardinal, the robin, the oriole, even the blue jay. It's muddier, more distant, almost gluey. It has to move slowly through all that water to get to the surface and into the air. Once it hits the air, it speeds up a bit, becomes clearer, even flies. So most times we have to listen to fish more carefully, more precisely. In the 60s, when I lived on the streets of Berkeley, there were no fish in my life. Instead, I would go to Telegraph Avenue, to Sproul Plaza, and dance with the Hare Krishnas, dance and chant until they asked me to sit down, my over-exuberance challenging their Calvinist sense of East Indian religious decorum. But I figured that's mostly because fish do not sing Hare Krishna, at least not that I know of, although maybe they chanted very quietly to themselves down below the surface of the water, down in some deep holes in the river, in the lake, in the ocean. Most likely they chant in small groups of 3 or 4 fish, small pods. That way their fish minds can settle into a kind of small group quietude, into a kind of quiet group bhakti fish pod bliss. Also, there are no fish in the backyard today. No slimy, scaly fish, no bottom feeders, no panfish, no predators like muskies or pike, and also no horses. Quarters, Appaloosa, Belgians, Norwegian fjords. No yowling cats, no huge water buffalo like I hung out with in India, and no bears like the ones we lived with that summer of '68 in Northwoods, Minnesota, up along the Canadian border, 9 miles by boat from the nearest road, building that A-frame log cabin with Jerry and his ragtag band of students, dropouts, renegade professors, artists, and assorted wanderers. Occasionally, though, here near the farmlands, there are rabbits in my backyard to go with the squirrels and all the birds and the neighbor's cat. And of course, my dog, my coonhound. Plus there's that fox that wanders through the neighborhood once in a while. Now I'm wondering if that fox chants Hare Krishna, does bhakti, seeks liberation. I guess I'm never really close enough to it to find out. We never talk. We're not exactly friends. Maybe I need to listen better to its yowls, its fox groans. Maybe we need to bond somehow, get closer, like at Christmas or over the 4th of July weekend. Become amigos, become buds. Maybe I need to dream of foxes. And now, my friend, the wind is also singing quite splendidly in the leaves of the trees overhead. Maybe I'll sit here for a while, half in the shade, half out, and sing along with all the glorious leaves in the glorious trees. The leaves adore it when I sing along with them, and they adore me. What could be better to do on this lovely, almost June, almost summer day than to sing along with the leaves, dream of foxes, dream of fish? What could be better?
Yeah. Beautiful.